What if the thing you've been chasing, success, peace, happiness, was never out there waiting for you? What if it's been here all along, quietly hidden beneath the noise of your own mind? Think about it. We work harder, run faster, push ourselves further, believing that one more achievement, one more milestone, one more fix will finally make us feel whole. And yet the harder we chase, the more exhausted we become. But here's the truth. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're not missing anything. What you're searching for is closer than you think. Have you ever noticed how loud it can get inside your own mind? It's 3 a.m. The house is quiet. The street outside is still, but inside your head, chaos. You're staring at the ceiling while thoughts loop like a broken record. Something you said years ago. Something you should have done differently. Something that might go wrong tomorrow. And no matter how many times you turn the pillow or flip to the cooler side of the blanket, your brain refuses to give you peace. Or maybe it's the middle of the day. You're on your phone, scrolling endlessly. Post after post, video after video, your thumb moving almost on autopilot. Somewhere deep down, you know you're not even enjoying it. You're just trying to outrun the tension in your chest. That familiar knot, that heaviness that never seems to leave. And then there are the regrets, the memories that replay in perfect high definition, even though you give anything to erase them. The conversations you rewrite in your head, the anxious predictions that arrive uninvited, whispering, what if? What if? What if? Sound familiar? Here's the thing. Most of us live with this background noise. And if we're honest, most of us are tired. Not just physically tired, soul tired. Tired of the cycle, tired of the noise, tired of believing that peace is always one step away, waiting on the other side of some perfect future. We tell ourselves, I'll finally feel at ease when I get that promotion, when I'm in the right relationship, when I fix my body, when I prove myself. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Have you ever actually arrived there? Has there ever been a moment where you got what you thought you needed and said, finally, I'm done. I can rest now, and it lasted? Or does the finish line just move further away every time you reach it? That's because we've been taught to chase. Chase success, chase validation, chase control. Chase some polished version of ourselves we can finally feel proud of. And yet, the harder we chase, the emptier we feel. Think about your own life. At work, maybe you're always trying to stay 3 steps ahead, answering emails at midnight, saying yes to projects you don't have the capacity for, because deep down you're afraid of being seen as not enough. Or in relationships. Maybe you twist yourself into shapes just to keep people happy, biting your tongue instead of speaking your truth, because you're afraid of disappointing someone, afraid of being left. Or with social media, you post something and then check back 10 times in an hour, waiting for likes, waiting for proof that you matter. The pattern is the same everywhere. If I can just control the outcome, if I can just keep running, if I can just prove myself, then I'll be okay. But control is an illusion, and the more we grip, the more life slips right through our fingers. Here's another perspective. What if the exhaustion you feel isn't a sign that you're broken? What if it's a signal that you've been carrying what was never yours to carry? The weight of other people's expectations, the pressure of performing a role you never chose, the burden of controlling things you were never meant to control. What would it look like if you set that down? Not forever, not perfectly, just for a moment. What if you stopped trying to be the fixer, the achiever, the one holding it all together? What if you stopped running toward a future that never arrives and instead allowed yourself to stand still, right here, in the middle of the mess, and say, I am enough, even now? That might sound radical, maybe even impossible, but think about this. Peace has never been something you earned. It's always been something you notice. Look at kids. A child can be running around the park, trip, fall, cry for 2 minutes, and then suddenly laugh again, chasing butterflies like nothing happened. They don't hold on to stories about what just went wrong. They don't analyze how they looked when they fell. They move on. They return to the present. Somewhere along the way, we forgot how to do that. We started dragging our mistakes around like heavy luggage. We started believing we had to earn our worthiness before we could rest. But what if that's not true? What if peace doesn't wait at the end of achievement? What if freedom isn't the prize you get for winning the game? What if peace begins the moment you stop running? I know it sounds too simple, but think about the moments when you felt most alive. It wasn't when you were obsessing over the future or rewriting the past. It was in those rare times when you were fully here, laughing with a friend until your stomach hurt, watching the sun set without checking the time, listening to a song that made you forget everything else. Those moments prove it. You don't have to chase peace. You just have to notice it. So maybe tonight, when your mind starts racing again, you don't have to fight it. You don't have to wrestle your brain into silence. Let the thoughts come. Let them go, like cars passing on a street. You don't have to stop traffic to know you're safe on the sidewalk. And maybe tomorrow, when you feel that familiar pressure to perform, to fix, to control, you can remember that you don't need to earn your right to rest. You don't need permission to be enough. Because the truth is this, you already are. Peace isn't waiting on the other side of some perfect future. It isn't hiding in a healed version of your past. It's here. It's now. It's you. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. I would love to hear from you.